All right. So let's get into the 4 basic sounds that are done on the conga. And these 4 sounds are the slap, the open tone of the drum, the bass tone, and the heel finger motion. Now there's many other sounds you can do, but these 4 sounds are the 4 sounds we need to get first so that we can get going with a pattern. And then as you learn and get better at it, you can start adding your own sounds and other things that you learn from other people as you go along. Now the open tone. The open tone is done from this part of your hand up. Okay? And you do that by striking on the edge of the drum itself. You strike with your left hand or right hand because it's done with either hand. You strike on the drum, and when you strike, you bring your hand back up as if it were ricocheting, so to speak. Now, the next sound is the bass tone. Now, the bass tone is done with the palm of your hand, and it's done with either hand, and you would do that by striking towards the center of the drum and towards the edge of the drum. In other words, so that you can get both hands in the surface of the drum. So let's try the bass tone. Now, the next sound is very important, is the slap. Now, the slap is the most difficult sound to get. And as you play patterns and you keep working on the positioning of the right hand or left hand for the slap, it will get better as it comes along. Let's talk about the slap. The bass or your left hand would be on the drum, and this is on the drum so that it can kill the vibration of the drum, so that when you do the slap, which is a dry sound, then the sound will come out a lot better. But in time, as you play it, you won't need to put your left hand down to do the slap. So the slap is done in the same way. You put your hand as you did for the open tone, except that when you strike on the conga, it's going to be felt more towards the tips of your fingers. When you play the open tone, you see it or feel it in this part of your hand. So let's try that. We're going to put the left hand down and we're going to try the slap. Now, to play it, you cup your hand just a little bit, enough to create, shall we say, a little chamber in here, so that by cupping your hand a bit, then you will be striking with the tips of your finger as opposed to the lower part of your hand in this area. So let's try the slap. Now the last sound or motion is a heel finger motion. Okay, and as I mentioned before, this is a right-handed technique, so your left hand will be playing this particular motion. But once you know how to play, then all of this can be done either way, and that's what actually we're after. But remember that right now we are developing these sounds. So let's try the heel finger motion. It's heel, fingers, heel, fingers. Once again, I'm coming from my wrist, coming down on the heel, and then bringing the fingers down. Heel, fingers, heel, fingers. Okay, so let's put all of these sounds together. This is the part that once you've practiced all of these 4 sounds, then by putting them together, you will be able to start playing some patterns.